Alright guys, aside from the AMC update that's going to come out later, I wanted to touch on Muln real quick because it actually flew today, and if you are in Muln or trading Muln, best of luck to you. But let's touch on this and then touch on the chart because we laid out cycles for Muln and I find something pretty interesting about the chart, to say the least. Without further ado, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, let's get into it. With the winning bid of $92 million, Muln will receive several assets. Perhaps the main highlight is Elms manufacturing facility in India. The facility has a production capacity of 50,000 vehicles per year and previously produced models of General Motors, ticker symbol GM, Hummer, and contract manufactured Mercedes-Benz R-Class vehicle. The electric vehicle company will also be able to integrate its existing 5 and 5RS platforms with the facility along with Bollinger's platforms. Muln's proprietary vehicle, the 5, is expected to begin production during 2024 with deliveries starting during Q2 of 2024. So they're receiving Elms manufacturing facility in India in which they are being able to produce their electric car 5 by Q2 of 2024, hopefully starting deliveries. The company will receive assets such as finished and unfinished inventory and intellectual property. Adding on to the good news is a major positive catalyst that could happen next month, however. Now Muln has been diluting the stock, but let's see what catalyst they're talking about next month. So it says here, mark your calendars for November 30th. Back in July, Muln announced that it had signed a binding agreement with Delpac Logistics DPL on Amazon. AMZN delivery service partner. The last mile delivery company was founded in 2020 and serves areas in India, which is perfect. The agreement stated that DPL would purchase 600 class 2 cargo vans over the next 18 months. The vehicles will be fully homologated for the US. The first 300 vans could be delivered as soon as November 30th at the request of DPL. The Class 2 cargo van carries a range of at least 200 miles per charge and has a maximum payload of 3,296 pounds. Furthermore, the vans will feature a minimum of an 80 kilowatt per hour battery pack and a cabin comfort package. Financial terms of the agreement, such as the sales price of each van, were not disclosed. The vans were originally assembled at Muln's facility in Tunica, Mississippi, although it appears that production will now transition to the newly acquired Elms facility. Muln has not yet stated whether DPL has requested 300 vans by November 30th. However, with the deadline quickly approaching, the investors should expect an official announcement within the next few weeks. On the date of publication, Eddie Pan held a long position in Amazon. Opinions expressed in his article are those of the writer, subject to investorplace.com, yada yada yada. Okay, so that's great. Muln's getting a facility. They're able to manufacture all of these electric vehicles, the quote-unquote 5 they call them, by 2024. And there's also a potential catalyst for a sell of 300 vans to DPL. However, this could also be a negative catalyst if DPL does not request the purchase, so keep that in mind. Now, is Muln a buy right now or is it a sell, and should you be in Muln? Let's talk about the chart. So this is literally what we had drawn out for Muln in one of our previous videos a while back, and this was the big move one way, assuming it would be a push down, right? And these cycles, you can see just based off of the chart, they follow the same exact schematic. And if we zoom into the cycle right now, and again, this is interesting because we talked about AMC and how Adam Aaron throws some sort of catalyst to move the stock along with these cycles, and it just seems that higher ups or institutions, every single thing is coordinated in the background. It's really, really sketchy, but I want you to take a look at this. Now, if I zoom into the chart and take a look at the blue cycle, again, if I bring the cycle down to where it's at right now, you will see that we just hit the bottom of the cycle, the low of the cycle, which essentially would have been the best time to purchase Muln, but again, you can't time the bottom. So what I say to you is, if you believe in cycles and if you believe in TA, I think Muln is actually a temporary hold for a couple weeks. And the reason being, again, this could play out inverse, but Muln is at a very, very low price, so I highly doubt that it will play out inverse. But for the rest of the cycle, whether it's a small percentage increase, it does show that Muln, for the rest of the cycle, at least ending around December, late December, has literally just upside. Now, that's only if you believe in cycle. I'm going based solely off of the chart. However, here is something interesting. If you even take a look at the chart, and we just talked about the catalysts lining up, they have until November 30th. This major spike you see in the chart is November 10th. Again, they're not going to want to announce if they want to order these vans on the last day of the deadline. It's getting close to the deadline, so don't be surprised if some crazy way this lines up and it coordinates and they announced November 10th that they want these 300 vans and you see this spike. Just be very, very careful. But even looking at the deadline date, November 30th, it's a Wednesday, you see a big pop in price as well. Not saying this is necessarily going to happen, but this is just the update that I wanted to show you guys and talk about with you on Muln. So if you stayed till the end of the video, Mumu is letting me give 15 free stocks to whoever signs up using my link, which is pinned in the top comments. All you have to do is deposit any amount, make an account, deposit a penny, deposit $1. You will get 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000 per stock. That is what I got for you. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below. Are you in Muln? Are you getting in Muln? And what do you think about this? I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.